running the spot. And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin, subjugate the dub play. And you know we can't wait to bring spins. A-star quizzes, A+ the final. Vocals we align, we'll move it all simultaneously over joints and rock. We earn 30 years, so you can say we got 3 turns. Live off the board, unlike you and your chess men. We install doubt in you and your yes men. And if the game had veins, we'll insert upheaval the ground. Cause the adrenaline we blend with the sound is our thing, relieving the kings of all crowns. So are you ready? Are you set? Then jump to the rhythm.
We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. The final playoff push is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here we go. Wait, 80!
They're running it.
Check. Fresno. Lock. Watch that 100.
Now a man who really stepped up last year. This is Matt Breida. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
He's got the lane, and there he goes. Touchdown, 49ers. Matt Breida, 77 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll go with their leading rusher from a season ago. This is Aaron Jones. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Heck of a start, a 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. The third-year back from BYU, Jamal Williams with a carry. Tackle that time by Jarquiski Tart.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
First down, Packers.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Jones. Give him 5 yards there, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And they'll get to him just inside the 15. Even after the strong run we just saw, they're able to corral him quickly defensively.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Now it's Rodgers, and he's got the connection to the tight end Graham. Touchdown Packers. Jimmy Graham with touchdown number 8 on the year as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. Crosby with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this one near the 25. Call it the 26-yard line.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're 1st place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs.
Here we go.
Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can grab as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round.
Here we go. 20.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. And yes, he found Toilolo. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Niners have the 1st down on a gain of 11.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
They go play action here on 1st down. Rolling to his right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. And I do believe this is going to wind up a safety. It is. It's a safety. How about that for a wacky play? Wow, what a disaster. You talk about a guy making a good play on the interception and then just trying to be too cute on the return.
It almost felt like his own gyroscope really got out of whack, didn't it? Going backwards into your own end zone after such a great play. Totally disoriented and gave up 2 points for his team.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Through one quarter, 9-7 our score. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they're looking at a second down and 9 to go. On second and 9, Garoppolo. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side. It's caught inside the 25. A big play there for the Niners. 51 yards.
Here we go.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. On first down, here's Breida. Sharp move, but can't find much space. Dropped just inside the 20. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. On second down, a run with Breida. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Matt Breida with his 14th touchdown of the year, second of the game. And the Niners are able to, and oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Rodgers now on first down. Escaping, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. D Ford in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. They'll try the right side with Jones. He was able to pick up 6 yards there, so that leaves him with a 3rd and 13. On third down, here's Jones. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line, well short of the first. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves him looking at a 4th down. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. The speedster Dante Pettis back deep to return. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're
an ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Now it's Breida. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a 1st down. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL. Here's Jackson to throw. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. They'll come out in the pistol. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. 3rd and goal. It's Coleman here. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. CD, you know there were quite a few Bears fans back in January saying, why didn't we hold on to that Robbie Gould guy?
Well, it's a legitimate question. 33 of 34 for San Francisco in 2018. The crazy stat of the year, he missed more extra points, 2, than he did field goals, 1, in the 2018 season.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Running right, Jones. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he finds Jimmy Graham. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a 1st down.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. Now Rodgers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Eric Armstead able to record his 5th sack of the season. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
After the sack on 1st down, Rodgers, it got his man complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
Let's go, boys. Let's go. No. 319. Come on, baby. Inside. 399.
The second half starts with a carry by Jones. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
319.
Again, it's Jones. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Aaron Rodgers, his second touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys are back within a single score. So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for 2. Now this time Rodgers will throw. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
11.
Turn up. Kill.
Hey, alert.
11-3. Let's go, Mike 50.
21.
Just like that.
Garoppolo looks to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Garoppolo gives to Breida. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. Give him 9 on the carry, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down. And a fake here. Direct snap to the up man. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. So they get the first down. Maybe not a huge play in terms of yardage, but the fake punt does the job. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Let's go, D. Hey, one set. Check,
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. He's going to loft one. Deep left side here. This is caught. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Marquise Goodwin hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
They get Elton Jenkins, the 2nd rounder from Mississippi State. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
What we got?
Now Rodgers. And Graham's got it. Complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. That catch in his career is number 662, and that's significant because it ties him with Hall of Famer Ozzie Newsome.
Yeah, who was a wide receiver at Alabama before he transitioned in the NFL. And we're seeing similar attributes here because the ability to play inside, outside, flex out. He can catch it from any position and turn it into a big play.
Now he's got his eyes on 700. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for fourth down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from the first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. D Ford racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. To try again after the sack. Rodgers lets this one rip toward Graham. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And this is caught. Mercedes Lewis with a grab. They'll get 19 out of this, but it will still bring up a fourth down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. And I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. He'll get this to Jay Kumaro. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Going now is Rodgers. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Rodgers now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. The connection made. It's Graham. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That one goes for 30 yards. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down. On the sneak, Rodgers. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Aaron Rodgers keeping it himself from a yard out, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for it.
A big seam, and he might go all the way. Touchdown, 49ers. Matt Breida, 75 yards. Here the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, A well-deserved seat on the bench. A little oxygen if he wants it as well.
And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Well, they were a little too excited to get the football, touched it before it went 10 yards.
And that's so difficult, isn't it? Because sometimes it can just take a bad hop and veer into your lane or into your body. In this case, though, they touched it before 10. Illegal touching is the call.
Aaron Rodgers, 3 fourth-quarter comebacks last year. That's the most he's had in one season in his entire career. And he's going to need another one right now. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's Rodgers to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. They'll rumble for about 6 up across the 20 to the 22. Matt Breida out of Georgia Southern now in his 3rd year in a 49er uniform. He was tough to keep off the field last year. Very good yards per carry. 5.3 on 153 attempts. Good for over 800 yards rushing. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got to
This is Breida. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. He'll give up 6 yards there on the loss, and it'll bring up 4th down. Well, the offense has had a big day. He's been great running the football, but I don't think anybody liked that last result.
No, they didn't like the last result at all, but they have to look at it in total, don't they? They've had a big day running the football. You take an occasional loss or an occasional bad play along the way, but all in all, they have to like what they've done.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive? And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Quan Alexander. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Agreed, that's twice now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
Now a play fake here on first down. Flushed out right. Oh, he's going to look end zone here for Pettis. And he will find his receiver, Pettis, for a 49ers touchdown. Dante Pettis, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your core.
This is caught inside the 15. And they do finally get him. But he makes it all the way to the 6. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got it first and goal as they look to punch in a late score. To throw is Rodgers. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Davante Adams, the intended receiver, but it'll be second and goal. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now. Eluding the pressure right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the former first-rounder, Jimmy Ward. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. The 20, 10, and into the end zone. A pick-6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. He's got Lewis. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 25 yards that time. And again, it's Rodgers. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Again, he was looking for Davante Adams, but now it's third and goal. Rodgers now on third and goal. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Intended for Geronimo Allison. Incomplete. He was covered by Richard Sherman.
And here just playing for pride at this point. Down big, but they'll go for it on 4th and goal. They'll run it with Jones. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And this 49er defense stands tall down near the goal line.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand.
And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome. Put a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
The extra point up and good, but this one was decided anyway, as that will be the final action in this ball game. So we had action to the very end of this one, the score on the final play that they didn't need to have. They didn't just run out the clock, though. They added to their final total.
Played it all the way to the end, and you know some coaches preach that and tell their teams that's what I want all the time, and they feel like if they don't do it themselves, they're not living up to the message that they're sending out.
So for the 49ers, they just keep on rolling as they move to 9-2 with a win here. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for the Packers, their luck may have run out as they fall to 4-7 now in the year. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.